Você que está ouvindo esse podcast, o que acha de uma empresa que sempre trabalha para trazer impacto positivo? Assim é o Google. Como? A Duda da Orbi é um exemplo disso. Ela usa a inteligência artificial para ajudar pessoas a recuperarem seus movimentos. É a tecnologia mais útil na vida das pessoas. E tem o Jefferson da Tributei, que usa inteligência artificial para facilitar o dia a dia das empresas. Eles e milhares de empreendedores geraram mais de 188 bilhões com as plataformas do Google. Tem que ser bom para todo mundo.
Aproveitando o break do seu podcast para perguntar, será que você sabe...
Quem é ele, esse tal de rock and roll?
Trident apresenta um feat de gerações com Rita Lee e Luísa Sonza.
Eu procuro estar por dentro, doutor, dessa nova geração. Mas minha filha não me leva a sério, doutor. Ela fica cheia de mistério com esse tal de rock and roll.
Quando terminar seu podcast, já aproveita para ouvir esse feat aqui no Spotify. Trident no Rock in Rio 40 anos. Masca e destrava seu rock and roll.
Alright, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. And in today's episode, so I am going to start it off by saying that I am not the most political person in the world. I try to avoid politics for the most part. More so like talking on like Democrat, Republican type politics, like any other type of politics. Like I know people might get that a little bit confused, so let me just, correct myself. Yeah, like that level of politics, president and, all that type of stuff and things. Like, yeah, I try for the most part to avoid those conversations because the thing is this, like, whoever it is that you're talking to about politics, if you're talking to somebody that's on the other side, they're not going to see your point on whatever it is when it comes to politics. And that's why I'm 100% okay. If you're a Republican, you're a Republican. If you're a Democrat, you're a Democrat. If you're anything else, you're anything else. I'm not going to take that away from people. I don't want to take that away from people. I want people to live in this world, believing in whatever they want to believe in, voting for whoever they want to vote for, and blah, blah, blah. So, but anyways, one person in particular where I'm like, I would never in life take political advice from this person just because of who they are and what they overall represent. Taking political advice from them is like taking advice about being a Caucasian from me. Like it's something where it's like, fam, how do you even know about that type of like that lifestyle? Like you just don't seem, who knows, maybe they on the side, they might know about some stuff like that. But I guess when it comes down to, let's say if they were to run for being president, I would definitely not vote for this individual. I'm like, no, you don't even, what's, because I remember seeing their name and I was like, fam, like, wow, I was like, that was my first time in my whole life ever seeing their name. But anyways, no, let me look them up real quick, because I've always, yeah, I just, I'm not even trying to like judge or criticize their name and stuff, but I am going to criticize them as a person because, yeah, when it comes down to politics, it's like, based on your track record, I will never listen to you about politics. But anyways, the individual that I'm going to be talking about is Hulk Hogan, the WWE, legend and stuff. So, but I don't know, maybe some people in the WWE might still have a liking towards him, but I feel like that after a while back, because a while back, he did get caught up in like this racist scandal. I think it was like a sex tape that got leaked out. I don't even know why somebody in his position would even be recording some stuff like that, but anyways, but no, yeah, he got caught up in a tape. And in that tape, and I'm thinking to myself, like, whoever it was that, I don't know if it was him, I don't know who it was, but they knew what they were doing when they released that. If it was him, then yeah, I'm like, he's a senile old man, and it's like, if he would go out and release some tape like that, knowing what's on it, knowing that he says some crazy stuff, then yeah, it's like, fam, like, I'm definitely not going to listen to you about no political stuff, and the thing is this, like, talking to Trump, I'm like, if this is the best person that you can get to represent you, fam, I'm saying, like, he has to be best friends with Hulk Hogan. Trump has to be best friends with Hulk Hogan, because if I know I'm running for president and Hulk Hogan approaches me talking about, hey, brother, let me go out there and talk for you, I'm like, no, matter of fact, you go in the back, okay? We could talk about stuff behind the scenes, but I don't trust you as an individual to represent me as a political figure and stuff. So, anyways, but no, so a while back in the tape, he got caught up saying some like racist, it was like overall some racist stuff. Let me open it up real quick since I do have Because I think it is on Wikipedia and stuff. So personal life, let's see, legal issues, past fabrication. I wonder if it's in the legal issues. Dang, he got like a lot of different stuff going on with himself. And I'm like, dang, bro. I'm like, man, what you got going on? But anyways, they don't have it where it's like they talked on, maybe he might have had, oh, here we go, scandal and departure. So anyways, so I'm going based off of Wikipedia, and I know a lot of people will be like, bro, Wikipedia, it's one big giant lie. Like, you can't believe everything you say on Wikipedia, or that you see on Wikipedia. Well, I'm going to believe it, okay? I feel like for the most part, who would have to lie about? I feel like the majority of the things that I have seen on Wikipedia has all been the truth. So yeah, there might be some at times where things is a lie, but I feel like on some stuff like this, like who would lie about that, you know? So anyways, but so in the scandal and departure section, because he ended up getting fired from WWE after this whole situation. So anyways, they say in July 2015, National Enquirer and Radar Online publicized an anti-black rant made by Hogan on a leaked sex tape recorded in 2007. In the recording, he is heard expressing disgust with the notion of his daughter dating a black man, referenced by repeated use of the racial slur, the N-word. Hogan also admitted to being a racist to a point. Who comes out and say, and then the thing is this, if I'm running for president, I don't want somebody, because all that's going to do, and I don't know, maybe that's overall the type of crowd they're trying to attract, is one big giant racist crowd. If that is the case, then I'm like, yeah, Trump, you honestly have the best person to represent you. But if not, fam, it's something where I'm like, you have literally a whole game plan in front of you. At what point in time did somebody think, why are we like, I'm really trying to wrap my head around it. Why would you want Hulk Hogan to, there's all these political figures that you can have, and I'm like, you can tell that Trump, he doesn't care about other Republicans. Like, I did hear that about, it was like this Democrat thing that came on last night, where they was all like, I think it was, Hillary Clinton that said it, where Trump, he only cares about himself, and I'm like, that is facts. He only cares about himself and making himself a much more bigger figure, but when it comes to, I guess, like, representing the Republican Party, I just feel like that Trump has his views, and his views match with Republicans, and so that's why he chose to be a Republican. But anyways, he just doesn't come off as somebody where it's all like, yeah, he cares, he's one for the people and things. It's like, if you got somebody like Hulk Hogan and then says some racist crazy stuff, and you still decide, because my thing is this, I guess, like, because I'm pretty sure, Trump has tried to deny that he's a racist to an extent, probably. He won't come out and say, like, oh, I'm not racist. He'll probably say something along the lines like, oh, I have black friends. But it's like, you're not denying the fact that you're racist and stuff. But anyways, what was I getting? I was going to say something. Anyways, improvised moment, because I'm just going to go ahead and move on. But yeah, but it's like, when I sit down and I think of it, where it's like, if you're a Republican, and it's like, I feel like that's almost a slap in the face to a Republican, where it's like, you have all these figures. I wonder how many people are in the Republican Party. I'm curious about how many people are in the Republican Party. I'm just curious about that. Members, 35 million members. Dang. I'm saying there's so many different people that you can contact when it comes to that type of stuff. I'm saying, like, even some of the people that was running against you, that's just somebody, Trump, he's just somebody where it's all like, he doesn't really have a whole lot of friends in that party and things. And so, yeah, it's just one of those things where I'm all like, and then what's another crazy thing that I did here tonight, I guess, on this Democrat thing, that's coming on TV, they're even going to have some Republicans defending or talking for Kamala Harris. And I'm thinking to myself, like, fam, that's not good. That's definitely not a good thing. That's something where I'm all like, nah, I know for a fact Kamala Harris, she's 100% gonna win this. I'm like, nah, if she somehow, some way loses, I'm like, then I think that's what I'm gonna have to start up with this whole thing saying, yeah, something's rigged, because I'm like, that don't make no sense. But anyways, But, and then it's like, I'm also not trying to, like, bring up, like, some dark things, but it's all like, you got it where there's people, even within the Republican Party, that was trying to take you out, talking on that assassination attempt. I know a lot of people have been trying to say that it's rigged, or not that it's rigged, but it was faked, it was a staged attempt, but I'm like, I'm saying, like, I would probably have it where somebody rushes the stage, and then tries to attack me, and I do, like, some judo flip maneuver on them, something that's going to, you know, like, oh, okay, like, I can pay this person off, like, $50,000 or something, and then, but yeah, then I showcase, like, my ability. I'm like, yeah, we're gonna stand for a minute. I'm not gonna take a whole bullet to the ear and things, be like, oh, and then have it where somebody else loses their life. I'm like, nah, if that is the case, then I'm like, fam, you got way too many people. I guess, like, if they did pay that guy off, I'm like, so they paid him off to get killed? I'm like, that's something where I'm like, nah, I don't believe that somebody will be crazy enough to do some stuff like that. But then again, you know, you do have his supporters out there where they're willing to raid a Capitol and stuff, and I'm kind of just curious to see, like, when he does end up losing, it's like, how is his supporters gonna react to all of that? Because I'm like, I feel like they are gonna probably do some more crazy stuff. And I'm like, if they got mad because he ain't gonna be in office no more what was it, 2-3 years ago, I already know that they're gonna most likely do some even crazy stuff towards the end of the year and things. So yeah, it's just one of those things where I'm all like, yeah, it's just, you know, right now politics is pretty interesting right now. I'm like, before I wasn't really all that interested, but I'm like, now I'm like, dang, man, I'm like, I ain't never seen it get crazy like this before. I have to say, probably the last time I had to say that it remotely got this crazy was when Obama was running for president and stuff. So yeah, man, I'm like, it's wild. It's wild right now when it comes to politics. But anyways, that's what I was talking about with Hulk Hogan. So the whole main reason on why I'm even doing this podcast episode in the first place, and that's why I'm all like, yeah, he should be the last one talking about race, talking about another person, because I'm like, fam, you got a lot going on yourself. I'm like, your hair has been receding for ever since I was born. So I'm like, you should be worried about trying to grow your hair back than worried about Kamala Harris and stuff. But anyways, so no, Hogan, he goes on and say, let me go ahead and see if I can find that tweet again, because he said, I want to like read it word for word what he said and stuff. So anyways, Hulk Hogan, let's see here. Okay, here we go. Well, I did retweet it. I could have just went to my Twitter account and things, but anyways, so there's like this social media account, NoDQ.com. They tweeted out what overall he said, and they was like, Hulk Hogan on presidential candidate Kamala Harris. Is Kamala a chameleon? Is she Indian? And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, okay, well, at least she doesn't have a problem identifying who she is and being one with the people. You, on the other hand, it's like you identify as a racist, and you even said that yourself on the tape. It is like, yeah, it's something where I'm like, you're not making the situation any better and stuff. But no, let's there's like jokes about body slamming Kamala Harris. I'm like, yeah, I immediately will get his limbs broken. I'm like, he's 71 years old. Yeah, maybe he might be able to defend himself, but I'm like, nah, bro, them Secret Service guys, they would straight tackle you. I'm like, you want that final wrestling match? Oh yeah, you'll definitely get that final wrestling match trying to do something to Kamala Harris and things. But anyways, there was like, this is a small article. I didn't really read off a whole lot, but I think it was TMZ that posted it, and then the No DQ account, they just like overall like retweeted it, or not retweeted it, but it was reposting it and things. Let me see if I go on TMZ and search for it. All right, here we go. There is all like, so Hulk Hogan is not turning down the temperature on political violence because he's talking about performing one of his famous wrestling moves on Kamala Harris, though he's blaming it on alcohol. I'm like, yeah, he definitely comes off as an alcoholic. But anyways, there's like, the Hulkster was at the Thirsty Cowboy in Medina, Ohio, promoting his new beer Monday night when he grabbed the mic and started firing up I'm like, this is who you, and I'm like, if I'm Trump, I'm like, this is who you have representing you. Some alcoholic promoting a beer, talking about he's gonna body slam a woman. I'm like, man, Trump, I'm like, yeah, it's just, I feel like he's straight panicking right now, and Hulk Hogan was like, he was literally a last minute decision and things. But there's like, though he's blaming on alcohol, so there was like promoting his beer on Monday night, and he grabbed the mic and started firing up the crowd, and things quickly flew off the rails. Hulk asked the place, want me to body slam Kamala Harris, want me to drop the leg on Kamala. Check out the video obtained by TMZ Sport. The crowd eats it all up. Yeah, because it's most likely a bunch of like racist Trump supporters themselves. So they was like, but TMZ goes on to say, no surprise, Hulk Hulk's got it out for Kamala. He gave a speech praising Donald Trump last month at the Republican National Convention. Hulk took some more shots at Kamala in Ohio, including a joke about her Indian heritage. At that point, Hulk seemed to realize he may have taken things too far and said it was just the beards talking. Yeah, and I'm like, and he's like, no, he realized, like, in this day and age, we live in a place where when you say some crazy things, like talking about a person, you are gonna get, like, blasted about it on social media and things, and so that's most likely why he stopped. I guarantee and I promise you, if this would have been, like, in the early 90s or something, yeah, we probably would have seen a video of it get leaked out today, but, yeah, it's like, we wouldn't have seen no stuff. Oh, yeah, he probably would have been saying some really crazy racist things back then and stuff if she was running for office. But anyways, there's like Hulk's hawking his new brew of real American beer, and we also got a video of him slamming a few cans and signing shirts for his fans. Meanwhile, Kamala is at the DNC in Chicago getting ready to accept her nomination. Yeah, I'm like, Hulk Hogan, he's somebody where I'm like, yeah, when it comes to political advice, political figures, like anything politics, I'm like, yeah, I'm like maybe wrestling politics, but not like, you know, government, like Democrat, Republican, like that type of politics and things. I'm like, nah, not no stuff like that. I'm like, yeah, like I was like, you might want to stick to the wrestling stuff, Hulk Hogan, because you definitely don't know nothing about no politics. I'm like, I feel like I don't really pay attention to politics that much, but I feel like I know more about politics than Hulk Hogan, and he's much more older than me, and most people will probably look at him when it comes down. Let's say if we didn't even know each other's backgrounds and stuff, you see this 71-year-old man, and you see this 28-year-old man, and people are going to probably be all like, okay, well, who looks like they're more into politics comparing to the two? Even I would say, if I didn't know who I was, even I would say Hulk Hogan looks like the type, without knowing their backgrounds and stuff, yeah, he looked like the type that know more about politics. And then when you slap in the backgrounds, I'm like, yeah, it's like probably still a lot of people would say Hulk Hogan, but at the same time, it's all like, this guy, he's somebody where I'm like, this man took a lot of chair shots probably to the head throughout his years. He doesn't really know what he's talking about. I ain't never been hit across the head with a chair, so I feel like I'm a little bit more, like, you know, like just a little bit more up there in things when it comes to, like, you know, brain activity. I feel like I got the majority of my brain. Hulk Hogan, on the other hand, you talking about an old man that had a long, stressful wrestling career, then says a lot of crazy things in his life, trying to give people political advice or talking on politics and things. Yeah, that's not gonna work. So, but anyways, with that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. Stay tuned for the next episode. Like, subscribe, viewing this on YouTube. Follow, subscribe, viewing this on a podcast streaming service. Thank you guys, and peace.